Alright, what's up guys? This is Spooky, and this is the first of our Iplaywinner guides to the various characters in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. We're going to try to cover as many characters as we can, especially the new characters, but we'll try to go back to some old characters as well. To, kind of bring you guys up to speed with how all the new stuff works and get you guys familiar, and up your game. If you're interested in seeing more of these guys, make sure to head over to iplaywinner.com/UMVC3, as we'll be updating and uploading these as we create them. So anyway, first off is going to be the guide to Nova, and we're going to show you a few of his normals and specials and how he generally works. Nova is an interesting character in that he has really good movement options. He has an 8-way air dash, which you can cancel early or continue by keeping it moving. So you can either say, hey, I'm going to do this and stay in front, or you can wait till late and go behind. Get the cross up set up. Also, his down forward air dash is useful in that you can kind of set up instant overheads with it. His down dash is his fastest dash, so it's a little bit deceptive, which is great. Quarter circle forward is gravimetric pulse. The A version goes forward, the B version goes upward like this. The C version, which I think is the most useful, sets up this little shield in front of him. This special does take away red life if you have any, so keep that in mind. Red life does add to the effects, especially the shield one. It becomes bigger and does a lot more hit stun. So pretty useful, but it is always dangerous to give away your red health like that. So only use when you have no red health or when you're sure you know what you're doing. Dragon Punch motion with any attack is Centurion Rush. The A version is an OTG, and from max range like this, you can also combo off it. The B version goes overhead like this. Pretty hard to combo off of unless you have an assist helping you out, like that. The C version is this lunging rush move, and it has follow-ups. You can just hold up and continue your combo. The main version you'll be using is the A version, both as a sort of safe way to get in on the opponent and to finish combos. He also has a flight mode, which is kind of combined with his air dash. Gives you some pretty good escape options. Fly after some moves. It can also be semi-used in combos. Show you some examples. So a few other ways you can use it. Anyway, S plus any attack is Energy Javelin, which is a pretty useful move, especially great on a character coming in. You can chuck one and then use the setup to help you mix the opponent up. Also good with assists, and it's also pretty good with the C version of gravimetric pulse. Between this, assists, and all your other nonsense, you can keep a lot of pressure on the opponent. As far as supers, quarter circle forward and 2 attacks is Gravimetric Blaster, which is a pretty good combo ender. This move does take his red life to do more damage, so it's pretty useful when you want to finish off a character. You can go into this and DHC does a ton of damage. Dragon Punch with 2 attacks is Supernova, which, it's Supernova. This is probably your go-to super to end combos, in that it doesn't take any red life and does still do a pretty good amount of damage. Quarter circle back with 2 attacks is Human Rocket, which is a pretty strange move. You can control it. You get a max of 3 hits off of it. Also, it's pretty useful in that you can escape if the opponent blocks to keep yourself safe. So yeah, something to keep in mind. Alright, as far as combos and strategy, Nova is a character that's pretty simple combos wise. Nothing too complicated. Here's an example of a basic combo. So yeah, pretty simple and does great damage. Also, another move to keep in mind that's very important is this Towards Fierce move. And here's how you set it up. Let's turn that off. basically, after any hard knockdown, whether it's grab or something else, you can use this torch and heavy move to relaunch them. Which is really, really solid, and it does a ton of damage. You can also use it with Centurion Rush if you're fast. Anyway, Nova is a character that I think is pretty exciting. Great movement options. One of the other things that's useful about Nova in general, strategy-wise, is his crouch B, which is this little slide move. It is a little on the unsafe side at point-blank range, but you can cancel it into flight. So you can either use it max range like this to get in on the opponent, or when they block, what you can do is you can call an assist and go into flight mode to keep yourself safe, mix the opponent up. Pretty useful. Anyway, guys, I hope this gives you at least some of an idea of how Nova works. Anyway, let's talk about some of his assists. His main assist that most people will use is the human rocket assist, because it wall slams. It allows you to set up mix-ups as well. Makes it pretty awesome, I gotta say. You can also just fake them out. Keep the pressure on. Pretty solid. Let's see, as far as other assists. There's also this Centurion Rush move, which is an overhead. Allows you to set up some sick stuff with it if you're ready for it. Not as useful, I think, as the human rocket assist. There's also this assist, which is pretty unusual, which is his gravimetric pulse. It's the fierce version, which sets up the shield. If he does have any red health, it will take his red health away to do this. However, it's, in my opinion, the most powerful of the assists, despite that, because of the mix-ups it allows. Also, until you get hit, it stays on the screen, which means it can sometimes save you from the opponent's pressure. Yeah, great move in general. Here's another thing I found with it. And that's that it can be used to help extend combos. Pretty useful in general. So anyway, there you go. That's just a very small breakdown primer on Nova. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you all soon.